contest on this week's episode of the West Coast Wrestling Connection is scheduled for one fall and is a special tag team attraction. Introducing first, team number one. WCWC Legacy Champion, Grappler. 3. Together, they are the Wrecking Crew.
Welcome everybody to the West Coast Wrestling Connection. Todd Kennelly, Jeff Aiken. You see the Wrecking Crew in the ring, and the Wrecking Crew wouldn't be here in action if it wasn't for this man joining us, Mortimer Lipschitz.
Lovely to be with you both.
Oh, so lovely, Morty. It's always great to sit here at the announce table with you.
And their opponents.
Well, I'm Spyder Warrior.
I'm Damian Drake.
Together, we are justice.
We are vengeance.
We are the Midnight Marvels.
Let's fly.
Las Vegas, Nevada, Spyder Warrior and Damian Drake. They are the Midnight Marvels.
Upstart young team, Spyder Warrior and Damian Drake getting set for action.
Excuse me. You're excused. I don't like your attitude. Why don't you leave? Let me get a real announcer here. I'm just tired of you. Go. Just get out of here. I'm tired of you. Just take a match off. Wow. Think about what you've been doing.
Wow.
Think about how mean you are. Just go away. We'll find somebody to replace you. Don't need him anyway, Kennelly.
Well,
and you better watch out. You could be next.
Got a lot more weight on my shoulders now, it would seem.
I'm on a diet. I've lost 30 pounds. A pure satisfaction. Oh, look who we're going to have. Dr. Goldfarb is going to join us on commentary. Here's a real professional guy, outstanding citizen. Doctor, good to see you.
Great to be here, Mr. Lipschitz.
Always a pleasure. Let's see if we can help Kennelly with the play-by-play here. He's not too good at this, you know.
Not my first rodeo. I don't know if you have your PhD in broadcast journalism. I don't. Goldfarb, but we'll see what you're all about.
By the way, who are these little less than large guys in the ring?
Well, you got Spyder Warrior out there right now. Both these guys out of Las Vegas, Nevada, looking for the drop toe hold, not getting it done. Just too much of a size discrepancy. But here comes Damian Drake, gonna pick up the pieces, double team, and they take the big man down. Cover now.
That wasn't legal. It wasn't very nice either.
Well, I will remind you that you do have 5 seconds to get in and double team, Morty. So actually, it is quite legal.
You better lay off Mr. Lipschitz there.
Thank you.
This is a very respectable gentleman.
I am.
Well, in your clinical opinion, but right now, Kassius Koonz, the victim of this quick double teaming, and that's what these youngsters are going to have to do. They're going to stick and move. But now we see Koonz and G3 teaming up. The Wrecking Crew has a history of success in tag team wrestling on this program. It's kind of newly minted team here with Koonz and G3. Do you have tag team teams in your sights?
I'm still wondering why they ran for more than 5 seconds, didn't get disqualified. You said it was a 5-second rule? Well, that referee, who's that? Oh, it's that little other small person. This is ridiculous. This is an absolute travesty. Doctor, do something.
There we go. And see, my expertise is not in professional wrestling, obviously. But watch this right here. Kassius Koonz, this one is going to hurt.
Oh my goodness, Drake trying to get involved. Double your pleasure, double your fun. But not if you're Spyder Warrior and Drake. It might be a Drake's Landing, indeed. Ooh.
That took off about 5 pounds from each of those kids, and they can't afford any weight loss.
You're right. I don't think they can give up any more weight here. You know, it's always said in the world of professional wrestling, a good big man will always beat a good little man. We're seeing that here. Pillar to post, gut wrench suplex takes the youngster across the ring.
I see the big good guy. I don't see a little guy that's got anything going. I'm sorry. They shouldn't be in there. It's ridiculous. Doctor, do something. Analyze, do something here.
I tell you what, after all these hits to the head, I think that Spyder Warrior and Damian Drake might need a little care from Dr. Goldfarb after this match.
We can do that.
Yeah, it's a good thing there's a doctor in the house. Speaking of getting hit in the head, I think the gentleman on the outside there, Jeremy Blanchard, maybe has had his bell rung once or twice. What did he drive a DeLorean here? What is with his get-up?
Oh, absolutely. It looks like he's straight out of the 80s. I think he might be having some issues similar to the Grappler, and we all know that he is an absolute madman. So Jeremy Blanchard, Mr. Lipschitz, he might be my next client.
Well, we're close personal friends. I'm sure we can arrange an appointment for him.
Look like you shop in the same store. Koonz, really impressive right now, taking over this matchup.
That's uncalled for.
No wasted motion. Thought he was going to go down with a vertical suplex, just drops him like a sack of potatoes into the cover. Tag team action, gentlemen, really will be the name of the game here tonight. Tag team titles on the line later on in our main event as the Rock God Ricky Gibson and Greg Romero defending the titles against Mikey O'Shea and Marcus Malone, two gentlemen that the Wrecking Crew have had their share of history with as of late.
I'm sure they will retain the titles. The Rock God and his friend. With Mr. Tubbs there, they can't possibly lose.
So you're saying the March of the Penguin will carry on here?
I said
the
with
West
Mr.
Coast
Tubbs, they
Connection.
can't possibly. I'm not talking about penguins. At least he ain't no flying hippo like that O'Shea guy.
This is some shock therapy for these youngsters coming in here, Doctor. This is a heck of a way to get baptized by fire in the WCWC, taking on two formidable foes. And three, if you count Blanchard, who gets involved out there.
I didn't see anything. No, you were fine, Jeremy. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what Todd Kennelly has to say. He's not even paying attention to the match.
I know firsthand just how vicious the Wrecking Crew can be. And that's part of the reason why, Mr. Lipschitz, that the Grappler cannot be out here. He's going to get torn apart by these guys.
We've done all we can, Todd Kennelly, to keep the Grappler out. I'm not sure we can do it any longer. He's insistent on going in the ring.
You know, and you can't fault him, but obviously maybe more guts than brains at this point in his career. But when you think about the legacy of the Grappler, I mean, who can question his heart to want to get in there? What a vicious backbreaker. Koonz as impressive as ever. Now right to the side of the ribs. He's going to break this kid in half.
I think he's already in half. Silent again. I've got you stumped today, don't I, Todd?
No, you really don't. I'm just trying to call the action, and I'm thinking again, though, for his own health and welfare, I do got to believe. We saw the Grappler in action recently, victorious, teamed with Gangrel, but, you know, how much more does he have in that legacy, that legendary career? Nice elbow drop there by G3, and he will absolutely grind you out and win ugly.
At least you're giving the man the credit he deserves. He is a grinder. And I don't mean a coffee grinder either.
He just mentioned Gangrel. I just want to say something.
Oh.
All of the fans of the West Coast Wrestling Connection saw that hematophagus freak spit blood in my face. Hematophagus, by the way, means blood drinking for all these uneducated nitwits who watch the West Coast Wrestling Connection. But let me just say, the Grappler, he might have gotten me to sign that slip, but I need to talk to you, Morty. I think that we need to maybe file a lawsuit against Mr. Grappler.
We'll deal with it.
From Hematophilis more to Snuffleupagus in there with Koonz. Damian Drake now made the tag and using his quickness. Look at this kid go. He's got the big man rocking. He's got him reeling, but can he take him off his feet? Things getting thrilling. For the thrill belly, he goes down in a heap.
Very impressive move there, I gotta say. I gotta give him that.
Into the cover now. Gonna be tough for him to keep the big man down, and he can't. But a lot of heart and athleticism being displayed by this young team. You gotta be impressed.
As much as it pains me to say that, you're right, Todd. Those kids have heart and they got some talent. But will it be enough?
As much as it pains you, it pains me to see another loaded boot shot right to the ribs, and that's gonna do it.
Orthopedic.
The winners of the match, Kassius, Koonz, and Grappler. 3.
Illegal shot in my estimation, but I guess Goldfarb, you'll give him a doctor's note for that one.
Hey, that's fine. The Wrecking Crew, they do what they do. They come away with the victory. Hey, all I want is to keep the Grappler out of the ring, because if he steps in the ring with these people, it's going to be trouble.
All right, well, we're going to let you have Jeff Aiken back here shortly. Maybe he's learned his lesson by
thank you so much.
pros in action here.
I've had enough of being around this gentleman here. I need to go.
Let's leave. We've had enough.
I'm sure the pleasure was all yours. Fans, so much more to come right here on the WCWC, including our huge tag team title main event. That and so much more. We're going to hear from the #1 contender to the Pacific Northwest Championship. Eric Wright fans, we'll be right back.